Hello everybody, Mark, it's Mark. How you all going? Hope you're all well. Right, so my channel, yeah, let's get straight into this, yeah. Let me say a little chorus, yeah. Please guys, it's going to take you seconds to do. And you know something, I don't just do it just for views. I do it because I enjoy doing it. It gets me out, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So go to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, tell people, share, but please subscribe. Mark the Pitts more out, and the same with TikTok, yeah. Thank you guys, spread the word. Right, let's get straight into this, yeah. So let me talk about crime. So today's date, what is it, Tuesday, 21st October 2025. Let's get straight into crime. So this robbery, what took place in Paris, God, 7 minutes in and out. They're the crown jewels of Paris. That's like London's crown jewels. If you didn't know, we're in a vault in Tower Bridge in London, like underground, along with all the gold. Theirs were basically on the second floor, very high up, so maybe to a tower block, maybe 4th floor, yeah. Ladders and a crane, straight in, 7 minutes, cutting equipment, straight out, 7 minutes. That could be an inside job. It's a crime group in Europe, Eastern Europeans, or Pink Panther. Another gang. I think they will be broken down and sold, or they might even have a buyer already. So 2025, I'm going to give you some knowledge now about crime and what I know. Some of it's very sad. So years ago, when I was in Doncaster prison on remand, a CID guy come from Sheffield to come and see me, and he was talking to me about what we're in for. You don't know what we're in for anyway, I'm not going into that yet. And he was talking to me about crime and about grasses. You know, you can tell that someone's telling truth. And he says to me, listen, people make me laugh about grasses because they all said you wouldn't grass, blah blah blah. He says, but if you get somebody in a cell, anyone can do anything and say anything in their own house, around their friends, around the missuses, yeah, on the couch. Pressure's off, innit? But you know when you're in that police station and the pressure's on, you might have got a missus, you might have got kids. I've been in that situation a lot of times. And so you're not really a jail kind of guy, like I weren't until I got that big sentence, yeah? A lot of people will say anything and do anything to get out, and that's what the CID guy told me. He says, I always laugh at people when they say, oh, don't grass. Even big, so-called big fish, yeah? What he do is, he told the police what's going off, what do you want to know about crime, and then the police basically sends a text to the Crown Court judge. You just have to do Crown Court, and you get a less sentence for opening the instabulary. So all this thing about don't grass, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of it's bullshit. Let's be honest, yeah. Police are good. If you start thinking that police aren't good, you're stupid, yeah. But they're not that fucking good, are they? Do you know what I mean? They're not that good, are they? Sheffield, England. I reckon way over 90% is full of police informers. So when I was a criminal back in the day, I'm going to be honest with you, I did all my crime on my own. I had a really good run. 2 times I take somebody, I got a big sentences, yeah. Big sentences, both of them. Been out since 2009. Not been back in since 2009. Oh, sorry, I got recalled. No, not a recall. Injunction breach. One of them, is it molestation orders? Horrible word that. For trying to see me 2 daughters. Did about 15 weeks in 15 February times. So not been back in since February, apart from, and that was just trying to see my daughters, yeah. So I think today is a wrong time to be a criminal, totally wrong time, because you've got cameras everywhere, it's very high profile, and you know, like when you get sentenced by a judge has to go by guidelines, yeah. He can give you top end or bottom end, yeah, of course he can. But do you know, if you got done for a murder in Sheffield, and it's like not Sheffield, England, yeah, for using a firearm, you know what's the minimum he can give you? The minimum So if you don't really add on the aggravating features, the minimum what he can give you, starting point, is 30 years. That don't mean you get out in 30 years. That means when the parole board can first look at it in 30 years, and you get out if you do, and then after that you're on life licence. So even pissing street, you're straight back in on life licence. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this point's really important. What I'm going to say now, yeah. So when I was in there, I put my head into books. I'm not going to do a Don King boxing point and say time didn't serve me. I served time by putting my heads in books. I'm not going that far. But I read a book called The Archibald. I think it's Archibald 1, Archibald 2. It's really, really thick. You couldn't take it back to your cell with you. You had to do it in the library. And it basically told you about prison law, sentencing, everything. So one thing that I learned very, very quickly was this. And I don't think this is fair. I think it's very alarming. So, you know, society, the courts, our laws in this country, we put money before people's safety or people's harm. So I want to give you a big example here, yeah. So let's say, there's a guy here, walking towards me, yeah. Let's say I have a little argument with him and I smash him in his nose. But I don't break his nose, but I punch him and I hurt him. Maybe he goes down and I kick him a few times, he gets bruised, yeah. But I don't break nothing, yeah. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a common assault. So I'm going to go to jail. Tops, maximum, magistrate's court job, 6 months, I'm out in free. No tagging Terence, because it's violence, yeah? Right? So remember that, 6 months, yeah? Don't break anything, common assault. Now let's just switch it, yeah? And pretend that I go up to him as he walks towards me, yeah? I don't hit him whatsoever, yeah? But I said to him, "Now then, bastard, give me your phone." And I take his phone. He tells the police, he felt threatened, and he was intimidated, and I threatened him. I've not touched him, but I threatened him. So that's robbery, yeah? That's gonna probably, for that, you're looking with no record, maybe 3 years, 3.5 years, probably maximum 4 years. When I got mine, it was 4. Out of the 4, you did 2 years to parole. If not, you did 2A and then licence. But now law's been changed. You do all, I think, up to 15 years. So let's just say that. Let's think about that, yeah. So hit the guy, kick him on the floor, don't break nothing. You're gonna get maybe 6 months, common assault, and be out in 3 months, yeah. But if you don't touch him and take his phone or take his wallet and threaten him but don't touch him, you could get 4 years. Could get 4 years. So that just proves that society and the laws puts more on money than really what they do about people. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. And that's fact. And also, I know, if you're young today, it's not a time to be a criminal at all. So, like I say, it's not a time to be a criminal. If you're out with somebody in a car, said you do a drive-by shooting, you ain't got a fuck all to do with it. If they try and switch it on you, and you ain't got a clue who the shooter were, but you were there, and you've got a record, so you're not really a good character, yeah, even though you ain't done no. Joint enterprise. Joint enterprise means that you're as guilty as the rest of them, so you're getting done for the shooting, even though you ain't done it. Gotta be very careful today, guys. Very fucking careful. And this education won't gain you for free. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, yeah, crime. It's not about doing crime today. That time's gone. I think it's worse time now for a criminal. My own experience, when you go to Sheffield Magistrates Court, I think the advantage is in your favour in Magistrates Court. You go to Crown Court, it's all in the Crown Court's favour. That's prosecution, the Crown. So, used to be QC, didn't it? Queen's Evidence, now it's KC, King's Evidence. I'll give you a quick example. I'm not going to go deep into it, but I've been in Crown Court and I've been remanded, yeah, for stupidness. Yeah, really stupidness. Where it shouldn't have gone to Crown Court. Yeah, I'm going to say it again, trying to see my kids. Yeah, it's caused me a lot of grief 40 years. Yeah, played on my mental health a lot. Chelsea and Bethany, who I didn't see through the big sentence. I'm going to do a video on that in a few days. Yeah, it's not something I want to do, but I'll explain why when I do it. Yeah, so I've been in Crown Court and they've like remanded me. And when I've told people, what, for a phone call? Surely he's lying. I said, nah, I got a molestation order. Means you can't get in touch, no way or shape or form, yeah? Right? So you can get stitched up. Yeah, like in my case, you were outside there, whatever, no evidence, just a word, yeah? Then you get remanded, didn't get bail again, you come back in 7-8 weeks time. My example here said to me, plead guilty, you've done 7-8 weeks and they'll let you out. I says, well, why is that? Because then they can't say that you're a danger to prosecution witnesses because you've already pleaded guilty. So it's like a bit of a blag, innit? Because people in Crown Court plead guilty for all sorts of reasons. Why wouldn't you just think, you know what, when I've got another missus, been with me a long time, another child, people do all to get out. So you can say, yeah, all right, I did it, even if you haven't, because they'll let you out. And it's like a carrot to say, well, you'll plead guilty, yeah, and then you're not going to, like, not as much danger to prosecution witnesses because you pled guilty. So it's not like you're going to get in touch with witnesses and say, don't go to court, threatening, whatever. You've already gone guilty. So that to me is not right, is it? At all. That's a little bit of my experience, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, it's not about being a criminal at all. And knives and all, right dangerous, man. Why bring a knife to a fight? When I was younger, yeah, if you had some bollocks or something and it weren't very serious, afterwards you could be mates. But when you take a knife, you're changing everything. And there was a guy from London, yeah, and he said, and do you know something, I sort of agree with this, only have the weapon on you what you're prepared to do the jail time for. So me now, I'm walking streets, I've got no weapon, just fist, feet, teeth, head, whatever. Yeah, 49-year age, I'll walk away now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but say, if you've got a knife, that's look at a life sentence, isn't it? If you've got a bat, you're in lower years, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? Knuckle duster, 18 months. So the thing what I'm trying to say to you is, only carry a weapon what you're prepared to do the jail time for. You know, basically got to use your brain. Something I didn't do a lot of times when I was younger, when it comes to consequences. Now I do. Do you know what I'm saying? Is it worth it? You've got to think of consequences, guys. But this will be the last thing now, because this vlog's going on a bit. I want to try and do you all about crime. You alright, guys? You good, yeah? Yeah, you right? Yeah, so like, this last one now, yeah. You know when you see people on the street where you think, fuck me, they've been selling for years. Why has he not been tugged? They've been selling for years. And you don't ever see them getting pulled, and they've been doing it for years. And you think, well, why is that? I've been with people, me in Doncaster, yeah, prison, from Doncaster, who's got out on the fucking Monday or Friday. 4 or 5 days later, they're back in with intent to supply. Did it for a few days, door come off. I know a man round these areas, Longley, Shire Cliff, so Parsons crosses that way, little bit, Shire Cliff's that way. We're like Longley now, aren't we? Yeah, Longley area, Shire Green. I know people what's done it round here for years. I'm talking decades, and they still don't get pulled. So why is that? Come on, everyone knows they're selling, whether it's fucking weed or Class A, everyone knows selling, but you don't get tugged. That tells me something, yeah. They're more useful to police out here than what they are in. So believe me, yeah, there's a lot of grassers. So be careful. My opinion is, don't be a criminal. Yeah, don't do knives, don't do guns, because end of the day, you're just gonna ruin your life and your family's gonna be fucked. But remember what I said to you about the information. Do you know what I mean? If I ever get pulled for out me, yeah, I'll just say, get myself a solicitor. I don't say, yo, I'll go through it with my solicitor, and then we'll think what we're going to do in police station. Always ask for a solicitor every time. Don't fall for that one. Oh, come on, quick, you'll be in an hour. No, never in an hour. It's always going to be a minimum. Nah, back in the day maybe 6. Nah, you'd have to go for CPS. You have to wait for ages. It's going to be a minimum. Nah, at least fucking half a day in it. So always ask for a solicitor. All right. Listen, I hope I've given you some information there. That's come from years fucking knowledge and experience, and unfortunately being a criminal in my younger years a long time ago. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm a dad with responsibilities, what I take very seriously. So take care, guys. Remember what I've told you. Like, share and subscribe. TikTok and YouTube more to pitch more out. Take care, guys. All the best. Bye.